Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Half jumbo.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing, Jones, rolling to his right. That is caught. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Now Jones steps away. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. first down. They'll start out with Akers. Up to the 20. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd down. Higgins. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd down, Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. But give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Higgins.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Waddle now to return it.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Third and 5.
Back to throw. Jones out to his left.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 59-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things up.
To throw on third down, Higgins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Panthers 17. Buccaneers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Higgins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On gain of 19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st down, Higgins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Marshall coming in motion right. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 10 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing to start the drive. Higgins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the gun on third down, Higgins.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Play action. Higgins. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Ashton Davis. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Daniel Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneer first down.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Higgins. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Michael Mayer.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Buccaneers 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, are microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some room to maneuver.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And touchdown! Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Higgins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown! A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Buccaneers 24.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2nd down and 3.
A handoff. Barkley running left.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st and 10, Higgins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
The give running right is Akers.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
To throw on 2nd down, Higgins.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense. And this time they take their man.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyquan Thornton from 10 yards out. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now they'll shift things around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Panthers
40-yard
out there and
line.
ready to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle,
60 yards.
and the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Panthers 48, Buccaneers 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Brings up fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
21 yards. That's good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 2nd and 10. Jones forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Let's go.
Back to throw again.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very